at a later date if you're not able to, if they're not able to make it. So smash that love button if you can. I really appreciate it. Cool, getting some people in now. Awesome. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. It's already June. Time is flying. Hey, Jocelyn. Good to see you. Jory, Shannon. Awesome. Great to have you guys here. Again, there will be a replay, so not to worry. So let's see here. Now, look, this live, it's kind of a last minute thing. I just wanted to come on to not be like a rah-rah sort of a Tony Robbins motivational guy, but I think a lot of the members here, you guys are here for a reason, right? You guys are here for a reason, all of you, which I truly appreciate. It's been such a ride the past few months. We launched only March 1st, and it's been my dream. What's been created here by Rick, especially. I mean, the guy is just a genius at his craft. Where are you from? I'm actually in England, so it's like 10:30 in the evening here. But don't let the accent fool you. I was born here. Long story. But yeah, I'm in England. Billy, good to see you. Melissa, awesome. So, right, I might as well get started. I mean, basically, the whole point of this live was to mainly have a Q&A, but to also explain to people what AdLabs is and what it isn't as well. I mean, I know some of you have been in this group for a while. You already know what AdLabs is about. Some of it might be redundant, but I think we've had so many new members come in. I think it's important for them to understand, this is not the norm. This is not another marketing course, to promote the course, yada yada, which I've done. It's nothing like that, and that's what I really want to explain to you guys. To all, especially all the new members, right? So, I guess first of all, I want to start out by letting, especially all the new members, again, what this is not. Okay, what this is not. It's not MLM. It's not network marketing. It's not about pitching your friends and family. I'd be disowned if I did that on the latest face cream or whatever it is. It's not a fad that's going to die out in the next few months or be outdated, 6 months from now. I mean, like I said, if you've been in the online, make money online scene, especially, you've probably seen or, like me, even bought many programs that just teach you how to post stuff on your social profiles and basically promote the course that you just bought, right? That you just invested in. Now, I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. It's a good way to get started. I've done it. I've been very successful at it. It did take literally years of trying, hoping that one of those little 7-second lottery ticket videos or reels is going to fly, But, the thing that got me, a lot of them now, I see people posting about, hey, Rolex can pay you $1,000 a day to promote their stuff, and that will get in the hopes of someone to click that reel and go to a link that's going to be completely different than what they've just said. So you're just gambling your time and money, in essence. There's no consistency of income, especially with organic marketing I'm talking about. There's no consistency of income. You're building an untargeted audience of which, from personal experience, 90% will never purchase from you. More than likely they're from countries where they can't even, afford your program, which you're looking to promote. You have to also put yourself out there, which a lot of you I know don't want to do multiple times a day, not just once, maybe 3-5 times a day. Showing your face to build trust and rapport. You're putting your reputation on the line. And what really kind of got me, especially earlier this year, is that a lot of the stuff that's being taught is, in my opinion, is clickbait, right? I mean, seriously, and any of these people, like some of them have talked about Rolex paying you $1,000 a day. Ask them. Go ahead and ask them if Rolex has paid them a penny. And I can bet money on it, they haven't. I'll put money on it. They have not. So what AdLabs is, we're teaching here, it's a skill set. right? This is a seven-figure skill set. This is not about promoting AdLabs. Yes, you can do that if you want on the side. That's icing on the cake, right? This is about a skill set. And, now we've actually introduced group coaching as well, which will start in a couple of weeks to make this very, very hands-on. This is going to be a very, very hands-on program. It's something that Rick has taken literally over 6 years to create. This is not a rehashed Facebook course. This is all his own strategies, his own techniques. You will not find this anywhere online, right? This is completely unique. So, and now, like I said, it's not just a course. This is very hands-on. You've got an immense amount of support because ultimately your success is going to be our success, right? We want to help you build your business. We don't want to take your leads. This is not about, like I said, just promoting AdLabs. It's about going out there and using the skill set. And I mean, there's so many ways you can make money with this, literally, so many ways. And the best part, you're learning from literally the best of the best in the world, the best of the best in the world. We teach you how to effectively run laser targeted ads on social media, right? That's what we're about. And whilst we use Facebook and Instagram as the main platforms, right? Rick actually, he eloquently put in a post today that, these same strategies and techniques can also be used on TikTok ads. I mean, that's booming right now. TikTok is absolutely insane. And now they're promoting their ad platform. And what you're going to learn with AdLabs can also be applied to TikTok. So it's not just Facebook, it's not just Instagram, it's also TikTok, which opens up a whole new playing field, right? So before we go any further, by the way, I want to really address one thing that quite a few people have mentioned to me. It's kind of a crucial misunderstanding, right? That I really want to clear up. Some of you said that, oh, okay, yeah, I've done paid advertising by, I've boosted my post, right? Look, boosting a post on Facebook, that is not paid advertising, at all. That's one thing I want to make clear. That's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, yes, it'll help you increase your reach. It can get you some engagement, great. But is it the most effective way to use your ad budget? 100% no. Absolutely not. Right? I mean, if just imagine you're an archer, okay? Imagine you're an archer. Boosting a post is like shooting that arrow in the dark. You've been spun around and you're just shooting it blindly, hoping you kind of hit something or you attract someone that will actually resonate with your post. But with the right training, you can instead shoot with precision, hitting the target in broad daylight every single time. That is the difference, right? So boosting posts, don't get misconstrued. It's got nothing to do with what we're teaching here. That's just literally the tip of the iceberg. Real paid advertising is all about strategy. It's all about precision, and ultimately, it's about getting results, not just for yourself. You can do for other people as well. And that's what we want to teach you here, right? We want to give you the skills to not shoot in the dark, but to aim and hit your target, your audience, accurately and effectively, right? So the difference between, like I said, boosting a post and running a strategic ad campaign is night and day. Night and day. It's the difference between seeing, a few results here and there and maximizing your ROI. It's the difference between leaving things to chance and, taking control. That's what it's all about here. It's about empowering you to really leverage the full potential of social paid advertising. You're going to get equipped with the tools, the strategies, the techniques, the insights that you need to create successful, high converting ad campaigns. You don't have to put yourself out there 3 to 5 times a day. Hey, look, I just made $1,000 after going to the toilet. Nothing like that. It's about transforming you from an archer shooting in the dark to being a master marksman. Literally capable of hitting the bullseye every single time. And that's the power of the knowledge you're going to gain here. That's the power of mastery. That's the power of real paid advertising, right? So, I mean, look, I'm thrilled to see all you guys, all the members that are in here. Like I said, this group has grown so fast, and it's really exciting to see each and every one of you in here, you're ready to conquer your fears. You're ready to shatter boundaries, right? That tells me that you're ready for a change in your life, right? That's what it tells me. You're here because you, just like me, believe in the power of dreams and basically the most important part, the might of taking action. Okay, that's the biggest thing. But let's face it. Look, I mean, the path to success, it's not easy. There's going to be obstacles. There's going to be hurdles. I mean, I'm sure some of you might have even gone to Facebook Ads Manager, and seen like a labyrinth of choices, metrics, and terms. You're like, oh my god, where do I even start here? And it can feel like an endless riddle, a battle. Like I don't have the energy. I don't have the time for this. A big mountain to climb, and that's what people don't want to face. Hey, Amanda, you've joined in.
Hi. Made it.
Perfect. Good to see you, Amanda. You can see she's on vacation in a very, very beautiful place in Honduras.
Um,
But
yeah, I'm working with margaritas in the beautiful road Rotan.
tough life, huh?
I
Tough life.
mean, talk about a laptop lifestyle. I'll live it all day.
Yeah, that's just amazing. I'm jealous, but I'm probably gonna fly out there soon anyway. I never knew Honduras was that beautiful. Um, but look, like I was saying, this whole mountain that you think is going to be impossible to climb, let me tell you, we've already climbed and conquered the mountain, right? We've won the battle, even though it wasn't easy. We've done it. We've done it, and that's why we created AdLabs. So, all of you, you kind of have to ask yourself, why are you here? Why are you really here? I'll tell you why. It's pretty simple. It's because you know that there's a change needed in your life. I've been in the same spot. All of us have. You recognize that you need to grow, you need to learn, you need to transform. You need to understand the power of social media marketing. And, being in general online is the way to go. I'm sure all of you actually know that. And you want to be able to harness it. And that, honestly, that's the first step to greatness, actually acknowledging that you need that change. Change is basically, it's the law of life, right? Those who look only at the past or present, you're going to miss the future. And I'll tell you what, the future is right here. It's right here. I mean, just look, Facebook alone, 2.8 billion people use Facebook each month. That's just Facebook, not including Instagram, not including TikTok, just Facebook. Okay. That's basically almost a third of the world's population. A third. It's a gold mine of potential customers, an absolute ocean of opportunities. But the main question, which I'm sure a lot of you have, is, well, how do I reach them? How do I reach that targeted audience? And that's what we've mastered here at AdLabs with over a decade of experience. I'm not here to convince you, okay? It's not really a sales pitch. This is about understanding, going into a journey of transformation. It's about the future of your business, even if you don't have a business. It's about you. That's what this is about. It's about you. And let's put things into perspective, right? Right now, this program is 3K. 3K. It's gonna be doubled this weekend. It's going up to 6. Well, I mean, look, 3K, will that change my life? No, it's not going to change my life one bit. But I'll tell you what, it can absolutely revolutionize yours. That's for sure. And I've seen it already. I've seen it. I mean, look at Amanda where she is. It's
Yeah.
like you have to understand, guys. This is not an expense. This is an investment in knowledge. That's what this is. It's your ticket to understanding the powerful tool that is Facebook ads, TikTok, Instagram ads. It's your key to unlocking the massive potential that literally lies right in front of you, whether you have a business or you don't. Okay. And look, in the world of business, I'll tell you what, 3K is nothing. It's not a fortune. But what
I
it
mean, can
can
you
what it
get
can
a?
bring you, what's that?
You can't get a. You can't start a business anywhere else for $3,000.
No, I ain't get anything. I
Right?
mean,
Like it's a
it's
$3,000 investment. Facebook targeting options are free to use. Right? So you're not. There's no overhead expense. You are literally
right.
are getting a skill set with a $3,000 investment in yourself that you offer to other companies businesses, whatever, that pay you to run their ads for them at their own expense. So they pay for their advertising and they pay you to manage it for them. So you literally are investing in the ability to learn how to offer yourself out as a service with no overhead expense. That's it.
And as you can see, you can do it from literally anywhere in the world, right?
Yeah.
And that's and you know, again, the biggest thing, like I say to everyone here, is the support you have. You don't have to go through the hurdles that we've gone through, trial and error, literally for years. Okay, what it will bring, I mean, the returns in your investment can be absolutely monumental. I've like I said, I've seen it happen already to many of our students, and obviously I've experienced it myself. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be here talking to you. So you have to really ask yourself: are you ready to invest in yourself? This is not an expense. Are you ready to take that leap, to take control of your future, whether you have a business, whether you don't have a business, but you just want to make that change? Because I tell you what, that's why each and every one of you is here. You're here to grow. You're here to change, to succeed. And look, I mean, success is not final, right? Failure is not fatal. It's the fact, it's the courage to continue that actually counts, right? I failed. I don't even know how many times I failed, right? But it's
Yeah.
the courage to take this leap of faith and to cross that line and to start that change. That's what it's all about. And like I said, just the fact that you're in this group, I mean, I believe in you. I believe in your capabilities to take that step. I believe in your determination, right? Your potential. Because I'm not here to talk about mindset. You're already here, right? You've already proven it to yourself. Because deep down, I tell you what, each and every one of you is an achiever. You're a doer. Otherwise, you would not be listening to me right now. You would not be listening to me. And again, every expert, no matter what their field is, was once a beginner, right? Every single one. Every achiever was once a dreamer, right? The difference is they actually chose to act. They took action. They chose
I
to
think
invest in their growth, right? And
I
they
think
chose to go ahead.
I think yes, they chose all those things. I think that's true and correct. But I think the biggest determinant of success is the refusal to fail. You might fail. Failure is actually not. It is a requirement. You cannot grow without failure. You cannot learn where your mistakes are unless you fail. Failure is a requirement for success. You must fail to
Definitely.
succeed. It is the difference between true success are those who fail and try again versus I failed and quitting, right? Because every
Yeah,
failure is a lesson and it's something you won't do again. It is experience is phenomenal asset to have and you have to fail to get it. You get a lot of experience here built into a course, but you still have to fail. You still have to do the work. You still have to put in the time. You get us to help you minimize that. If you failed in the past, you bring those things into this and prevent that from happening again. But failure is inevitable, right? I fail every day at something.
100%. Everyone does.
I don't.
I mean, look, I
Yeah.
already failed the StreamYard. I didn't get StreamYard to work properly. That's a failure.
Well, that's okay. David's in the back office somewhere. I can see
What is
him.
it?
Yeah, but I don't. David, put your headphones in.
Let me see if I can get him in.
He won't get in the pool. He won't. He's not a water bug like me.
Oh, there he is. I can
But
see him in the back office. One sec. So yeah, I mean, failure is just part of it, right? Every single person that succeeded, what they've done, they chose to step out of their comfort zone, okay, to learn, to adapt, to master, and obviously look where they are now. This is the path that you got to take. And I'll tell you one thing: the most important asset that every single person on this planet has, the most valuable asset, is time. That's your currency.
yep.
Unlike money, time is limited, right? Once spent, you can never get it back. You can make more money, but you can never make more time, right? And how many times have you said, to yourself, "Oh man, I really wished I did that 6 months ago." I mean, I know I have, and regret is horrible. Regret is something that I would never wish upon anyone. So, you really have to ask yourself, how are you spending that precious currency of yours? Are you investing in it wisely? Are you using it to build your future, to shape your success? Right? That's where AdLabs comes into play here. It's about helping you maximize your time. It's about teaching you how to create very high converting successful ad campaigns that generate results without wasting your time. You know, really think about it. How much is your time worth?
Actually,
How
ask
much is an
this
hour of your
and
day worth, right? Now, simply multiply that by the countless hours you can save by mastering a skill set that you can do with a laptop from anywhere in the world with an internet connection. It's not just
ask
about learning, it's about buying back your time, right? That's what it's ultimately about.
ask them. I recently learned several affiliate marketers were paying companies to run paid advertising for them. I got the pleasure of peeking under the hood of a couple of them, and I can immediately identify why they were not successful. So there are actually people out here that you guys have paid to run targeted ad campaigns, who don't know a thing about what they're doing. Who, if they had
No.
had AdLabs course, they would be very successful right now, because immediately in like the second, if it's not introduction lab, it's the intro lab, it's lab 1 or 2. um
Right.
Rick exactly puts I'm like, that's why they don't know how Facebook divvies up traffic. It's not it's not clear cut. You got to understand what Facebook means and the language they speak in order to get the result that you want. So you paid all this money to somebody who told you they knew what they were doing, but they didn't. um
And, that, and that's what they're doing. They're spending tens of thousands of dollars for that, which ultimately they could have learned it themselves for a fraction of the price. And they're just kind of, and again, this is a skill set that's in the highest of demand worldwide, right? Whether
yeah.
you're helping a business down the road, whether it's an online Shopify store, whatever, is literally every business can benefit from this. And but ultimately for yourself, it's about buying back your time. It's kind of empowering you to make the most of this limited currency, as I call it. And spend it however you want, right? You can spend it with your loved ones, your wife and kids, or traveling like Amanda and David are doing, whatever it may be. So you really have to understand to make every moment count, because time's flying. Time is flying. Oh, there's David at one set. There we go.
Ah, he finally made it.
I made it.
So,
Can't see you though.
um, turn your camera on, Dave.
Hang on.
So I will say that AdLabs does have an affiliate program that we utilize to teach you how to run ad campaigns for yourself if you don't have a business or service already. What you see right now, Dave, yep, there you went back inside. Was paid for 100%, every bit of it, by affiliate commissions from AdLabs. Before I ever completed the AdLabs course, not by an ad client, because immediately I saw how AdLabs was different, and I went and told people about the difference. What they teach is skill based, practical knowledge that is that you can optimize versus theory and cover photos and 7 times a day doing dumb dances. Right? It is a skill set, not a theory based training. So utilize an asset to learn. It's a multifaceted skill set that has a very quick earning potential, but and a long term retirement plan. Right? Like, I my life changed overnight. I saw the power in online marketing before AdLabs was here. I gave up a 6-figure nursing job because I knew I could do it. I didn't know exactly how. AdLabs made it easy. Oh, it didn't exist, but I knew that there was a way to figure this out. And then it literally dropped in our laps. Like, I mean, it was a godsend. It changed everything about my entire life. um, and it can yours too. We turn down opportunities. guys. Like, we have more opportunities because of AdLabs that we cannot take. We literally turn away money, and there's people out here struggling. And honestly, I'm just going to be quite frank. I know a lot of you have invested 30 grand in a lot of trash. Okay, a lot. And this is not that. And it puzzles me that you can drop significant numbers like that of your money in something that is theory based, that has no structure, and it was all by chance. And had the amount of work that had to go that and time that you had to have to be involved. Yet you're offered literally $1 million skill set and you pause. And I would love to know why that is. I am pruned. I've been in here all day. It's a problem. I'll take it. But that doesn't make sense to me, because when I never invested all that money, actually, I refused my husband to do it. He did it anyway, and I can't thank him enough for not listening to me that one time. Because I'm here. But it was very clear to me that what they were saying didn't make a whole lot of sense, but we did it better and made it successful. This was an instantaneous, oh my God, this is the answer to everything. And we like finally, but then I get met with people who are like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I've invested 30,000, 50,000. I'm like, what?
Can you
Okay,
guys hear
so
me?
it doesn't make sense why that happens when you have a measurable skill set that offers you millions. It literally has got us at the 2 million since March 1st. So I don't know. Doesn't make sense.
Insane.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to do the opposite of what Amit said, and I am going to convince you.
No.
Amit said he's
Go for
not here to convince us or anything thereof, but I'm going to convince you. One, I got a notification this morning from TikTok that said, in order for you to crush your competition, you have to literally take and mix organic traffic with paid traffic. So I took that screenshot and I made a video of it. And I'm going to tell you that affiliate marketing, yes, it works. Yes, it does happen. But the problem is that it was a circle of, it was like a toilet. It just circles and circles and circles and circles and circles, and then down you go. So, the thing about it is that AdLabs is, you're going to take the course, you're going to learn a whole bunch, you're going to be able to ask questions to further what you already know, and then you're going to go out here and you're going to have a consistent income rather than what we were doing, making 10,000 here or 15,000 there. It was never consistent. I never knew what I was going to make next month. The difference is that you were going as an affiliate marketer, and tell me if this makes sense, but you were going as an affiliate marketer and you were depending upon people. When you're with AdLabs and you're actually learning this trade, this 7-figure trade, you are now depending upon the companies where the money is at. You are taking your skill set, you are taking your knowledge, and you were actually contracting with these people for 12 months at a time. And you know exactly what you're going to make every month for 12 months from one company. So if you have one contract, you have one contract that's for 12 months. And then you get another contract 2 months from now. That's consistent income that you know that's going to happen every single month. I mean, how much more secure do you want to be? Do you want to be, quite honestly, people, and I say this with all due respect because I was there and I know what it's like. But, when you're working for a job, do you have complete control over that job? No, you do not. That job can say, you know what, we're not making the money this month. We're going to let loose. And you see it on the news day in and day out. You see it on the news every day. Target laid off 1,000 people. Walmart laid off 20,000 people. You don't have absolute control over it. I don't care what business you're working for. As soon as they start to go, you're the first one to go to save the higher ups hind end. Does that make sense? I mean, when you are actually working for yourself and you are providing a service to those companies, are they going to get rid of you? No, because you are making them money. But if you were taking and working for them and you were making them money, as soon as their company starts going down, you're gone. You have
That's it.
more comfort in knowing that I have no idea what she's doing, but I'm just going to go with it.
I got water on my keyboard. I was trying to be inconspicuous. Weirdo stalking me through the windows.
So,
It's
Kevin
it's
O'Leary,
basically the
Kevin
fact
O'Leary, all the rich
you have
people.
you have full control. You have full control, right? And on top of that, like obviously we're talking about client acquisition, which is huge. That's what we really love. That's what we kind of specialize in. But don't forget, you can use the skill set in so many ways. You can use it if you got a Shopify store, if you have a bricks and mortar store, if you're selling product, you're selling phone cases online, whatever. There's so many ways you can utilize the skill set, right?
You could be Rick and just scroll through your Facebook feed and see that you can generate leads cheaper than that guy and take his business and generate 200,000 a year just because you can. Like that's a power that is addicting, right? I can do it I do it just because I can, right?
You know what was really scary? You know what was really scary yesterday? Jen, my wife, she told me, "Oh, you need to clean the car. You need to clean the car up." An hour later, on my feed, there was a car vacuum hoover thing popped up. Really?
Hey, yeah,
Seriously?
that's some good targeting right there, man.
Some very good talk.
Right?
Definitely tapped into my
That's
phone.
my forte. That's like my special. So I will tell you, I've worked with a lot of realtors, and they're like, it has to do with housing. We can't target. I'm like, oh, that's what you think. That's what you think. You might not be able to shift the age, right? But if you're 18 and you're buying a house, I don't give a shit. You're my person, right? As long as you got money, you're my person. Let me show you what I can do. Let's talk about the people meant to buy your house. Let's talk about the people we can help. And let's find my favorite thing to do is they say I can't do this. Let me show you 5 ways I can. Because I'm better than that. And that's what I get to teach you if you try.
Let me tell you something about Amanda. You tell her no, or you tell her she can't. Oh, she will prove you wrong time and time again. I'm her husband. I'm wrong every day.
But you're getting better, aren't you? Turns out you can train an old dog to do new tricks. It's called targeted advertising. Love you, dear.
Old dog, you David. Old dog. But look, guys. Look, all I'm here. I mean, today, I said it was just the kind of spur of the moment thing. But look, I want to make sure that every single one of you makes every moment count, right? Because you're capable to put whatever you want to put your mind to, you're capable of doing it, especially with the right guidance and the right support. You've got the power to change your future, to control your time, all of it, right? So if you're deadly serious, you want to make that change, you're sick and tired of your circumstances right now, I encourage you to dive in right now, especially before the price goes up, or even before you waste your money on another program, or that'll just leave a bad taste in the in your mouth in the whole online scene, because I've done it 14 times in the past 3 years. But luckily it got me to this. You don't have to make those same mistakes, right? This is literally the last program you should ever have to invest in. The last.
And that's exactly why we jumped in and got rid of everything else.
Yeah. There's no need to look at anything. Literally, this is one of the biggest opportunities right now as we speak, and it's going to carry on for decades to come. This is the future, and I really hope what I've said has resonated with you guys and has at least given you the confidence to believe that you can do this, because you can. Anybody can do this.
And I challenge.
Go ahead.
I challenge everybody that's in this room right now. Whether you are promoting or if you're on the fence trying to get into this industry and you don't know if this is for you or not, or you don't know if it's going to work, I challenge any person and challenge those other people that you're affiliated with. Ask them, go out there online and see how many thousands upon thousands of companies are begging for people like you, people like us, to run their Facebook advertisement, because they know exactly where their clients are now. They just don't know how to do it. So guess what? They want your services. So learn this, Go contract yourself with them, get some steady income for the next 12 months. Once you get one contract, it's over from there. You start using that creative mind and you start sending hot leads to their companies. You're their personal marketer. That's what you're going for. That's what you're going to take away from all this is you're their personal marketer. You're going to get out there and you're going to take and make your ads for, the first of the month, the second of the month, and you're going to take and get those ads out there. You're going to test them. You're going to observe. You're going to take and scale those ads. And then you're going to take and literally sit back for the rest of the month and watch them work. Check the analytics. Make sure they're working. That's it.
And again, we're here for you every step of the way, right? That's the
Well,
biggest
we're
thing
not
you have
going to
to
do the work for you, right?
No.
We're going to be here to help you.
We're here to
and support.
assist you every single step of the way. You
Yes.
got, obviously you got to do your part. That's the most
And
important
don't
thing.
think that you're. So let me, for all of you all who have been in affiliate programs, David and I pitched. We got a contract before we finished AdLabs course. Okay, how do we do that? I took the ebook, the beginner's guide, and I read through it. I knew the power, but I relied on my affiliate organic knowledge, right? I knew what organic marketing was like. I knew the pitfalls in it, and I knew the power of targeted advertising. So your investment in these courses, though you haven't made money, you've still learned something that is applicable to this skill set. What you're doing is you're taking the long drawn out processes and the painful advertising that you've done to get attention and may have converted at a 1% rate and made it predictable income that you can turn off and on at your leisure. So it's not like you've invested in something you've completely wasted. It's not two of the same things. Take what you've learned in these other courses and apply it to something that works. Take your experience from the 30 grand that you've invested and apply it to something that works. Learn how to to create attention and interest and desire and turn that into money and target the people you want that need your product that don't even know you exist. That's the power of this, right? I can search haircuts, hairstyles, hair whatever, and a salon in my service area using targeted marketing will pop up in my newsfeed. All I have to do is search that I need a haircut, and if they're running targeted ads, they show up in my newsfeed. If they don't, then I start searching for all the salons near me, and I turn them into ad clients. Right? That's how this works. Are you?
And the other side of it is look, once you get one or two clients, then you're doing your job. You're making the money. Guess what? Word of mouth spreads like wildfire. People are calling you, saying, "Hey, we heard such and such. You're running ads for so and so. This is my business. Can you help me out?" That's what happened. That's what happened with us, and literally snowballed to a point where we had to have a waiting list initially because we weren't prepared.
You want to know what I did to my dad and my stepmom? Because I am a pain in the ass with that. Right? They paid somebody $3 grand to list their house. And I went and looked at it and I was like, that's the worst ad ever. So, for shits and giggles, and just because I can, I created an organic ad for their listing that got 3 leads in 6 minutes in organic traffic.
There you go.
And then they said, "Oh, you can run my ad for you." And I said, "Oh, except I'm not going to because you're paying that person to do something really shitty. I just wanted to show you that I could do a better job and you should have paid me." Right?
That's true.
David, am I true or correct?
No, very true, because it was ridiculous. I mean, that's the thing, is that you have people out here who are running ads, but they're not well done. They're mediocre at best. And if you want to take and make money with paid advertisement and you want to take and be a marketer for another company, you've got to learn from the best. And Rick is hands down the best there is. Not only that, he will teach you in everything that you need to know. Trust me, I have made ads. I have sent them to Rick, and Rick has turned around and sent me. He said, "Let me take and adjust that adjust something on it real quick. So I'll share the ad with him, and he'll send me back something that is absolutely completely different and not even up to par to him. And he'll say, try this one instead. Just totally. I mean, you fail, but you learn. That's
then
the whole
David
purpose
goes,
of this.
I mean, this is what I sent Rick, and this is what he sent back, and I'm like, I can't believe you actually sent that.
So it's a learning process. Don't be
It is.
afraid to ask questions. Don't be
No.
afraid to fail. That's what's going to make you better in the end.
Or
That's
just
it.
don't, and then I'll take all the money you could have because I don't really have much competition. It's like that simple. Like I can teach you how to go get the money, or I can get the money myself. It's up to you. What do you want?
She will. She
I-
will.
That's it.
I will.
The opportunities out there are endless, absolutely endless, and that's it. Like, as long as you do your part, we'll make sure you achieve success. It's that simple. It's that simple.
I mean, you've
Listen,
got it.
I
All right, let me take and put it. Let me put it hands down to you guys. You have a guy who has a business that generated over $100 million in the last 3 years. He is watching and looking at those people who were doing this and doing that and everything else. He wants to know what his program is doing. Go all in and let him know that you are there and you mean business and you're going to do this and you're going to be the top dog.
David,
That's what it's all about. What?
do I or do I not? So people ask all the time, like, where do you find clients? Where do you find clients? Well, AdLabs did not go find my clients, and they did not assist me with recruiting and onboarding.
No.
This is how I find clients. Amanda, what are you doing taking pictures while we're driving down the road? If there's a sign, a cheap ass sign, they need advertising. If there's a business owner handing me a
Word.
business card, they need advertising. If my neighbor has a friend in business, they need advertising.
I have stopped the car because she told me she needed to take a picture on the road.
Yes. And then what do? I go learn everything about what they're doing wrong. And then I call them or I email them or I go to the restaurant and I have dinner. And I say, who makes decisions here? I know you're wasting a lot of money on stuff that doesn't work. Would you like to talk about it?
I mean, look at those billboards. Look at those. We're giving you some gold nuggets. Look at those billboards. Amanda looked it up on the digital billboards, the regular printed paper billboards. How much are those costing, dear?
Anywhere from $2,500 to $15,000 a month. You know what I could do with $15,000 of ad spend? Yeah. David will be wearing that Rolex.
Yeah.
But that's the attitude, guys. Like, it is so much fun because there's a lot of shitty marketers out there. And when you start paying attention, you're like, oh my God. And everything is open, right? You can find out all the information. All you have to be able to do is prove why that guy is doing a really shitty job and you can do a better one. Drop it with a really cute insult, wear some good clothes, smile when you say it, and you get their money. Right? And I'll teach you how to do that.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I love my life. I love AdLabs. I love Rick. I love Amit. I love my wife. I love my life. And this is absolutely the greatest thing since Moses parted the waters.
My gutter guy came from a conversation in the front yard like this. Is that your really cheesy sign nailed to the tree out the front of my neighborhood? What are you talking about? I'm like, that white sign with black written words on it. I don't know. I can't remember. I tried to find you on social media, but I couldn't. Is that yours? No, it's not. Oh, are you on social? No, I'm not. Yeah, I couldn't find you anywhere. You know why I'm home all the time? Because I do social media advertising. I could help you out tremendously. You want to talk? What? Well, my wife manages my business. Is she as good as me? Guess what? His wife is not managing anything about his business anymore. She was fired, and he's at my kitchen table begging me for help.
True story. No kidding. No.
That's how simple it is. That's how simple it is. It'll come up in just everyday conversations when you're going out. It's so.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you one idea that Shannon in our group actually proposed. It works. let's say you're having some work done to your house. Don't get one quote. Don't get 2 quotes. Get 10 and go through each one of them. How do you market? It's just a simple conversation. Once they've gained your trust to be their guy to do the job, well, they're going to want to listen to you as well. So turn it around on them. Tell them, ask them the question. How do you market? Where's your Facebook page? What's your website? So on and so forth. And when they tell you the back end of their business and they say word of mouth, that's when you go after them.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm in Roatan, and I am promoting my AdLab skills to everybody on this damn island because I'm going to take down those freaking cruise ships who steal the money from the people who live here.
Yep.
That is no lie. Wilson is our friend, and we are literally going to every tour on this island to figure out how to take on the American cruise line industry. Okay? That is legit. Everybody is my client. Everything is an opportunity.
Every business out there can benefit from this, but and that's just one of the ways you can make money with this. I can't emphasize that enough. It's just one of the ways.
Dude, like the gutter guy fired his wife and just wants me to manage his business through automation. Way less work than ad management, right? All done and automated. And I went from $2,000 a month to $2,500 a week.
And the thing about it is that do you have to know how to, make the perfect website? No, you don't. You're a business. Outsource it.
Dude, David's like, man, why are you hiring all these?
We show you all the little tricks of the trade, right? And it's like, and now I think that, with AI, it's going to get even easier. It's going to get even easier.
I'm going to tell you what, if you guys do not take and get in on AdLabs, I'm going to put a sticker at the bottom of the pool. I'm going to scratch it and I'm going to start sniffing.
I mean, don't entertain me with a good time, bro. I'm going to record that shit and market it, okay?
Well, I tell you what, you're with a fun crowd. You're with, it's just how bad do you want it? I mean, on the day that it came to us, the day that Amit came to us, we were like 2 hours later, yes, absolutely yes. We didn't care what was going to happen. We didn't know how it was going to happen. We just knew that, yep, that's what we want.
Dude,
and look at where we're at.
Yeah.
Look at where we're at now.
21% in, I hit pause.
Before
I ever got any targeting and said my life changed. Right? This finally somebody put something out worth the shit that actually has skill in it, that teaches you things that you can literally check off learning objectives and do something with. That people don't like. Big corporations want affiliates. Mom and pops want digital marketers. David and I have been asked to do marketing for local businesses before, but I knew there was something missing. There's money all around you.
Can't see your face.
Money. Sorry, Dan. There's money everywhere. You just have to get it, right? But you guys are so freaking afraid to even talk about it. You know what got me my money? This big mouth, right? Not being a little Southern belle in a dress with my legs crossed, being polite. No, me telling grown ass men that their wife was doing a shitty job in my front yard that I hadn't met. Right? And they're like, oh, okay, tell me more. Tell a man his wife's doing a shitty job. He'll listen every time. Every time.
She did. The problem with this whole thing is she did.
You don't have to go that far, but that just goes to show, right? Once you're confident in what you're doing, it becomes second nature. It really does. It becomes second nature because you can help them.
You didn't know how to drive. You didn't know how to ride a bicycle or roll around on roller skates.
Some of y'all still don't know how to drive. I'm just going to be honest.
That's Amanda.
So it's like I mean I'm going to open up the Q and A in a second, but look, I'm telling you guys, it's look, if you're ready to get started, I know there's going to be a replay as well. Type in me in the comments, okay, to get started, and we'll get one of the AdLabs team members to reach out to you, or myself, or David and Amanda, and we will help you get started right away. The price is going up this weekend. That is fixed, done. 5997 because now this is a coaching program. Okay, so we cannot. I mean, even that's an absolute steal. It's an absolute steal. So don't say I didn't warn you guys. I'm telling you now dive in. 3K is ridiculous. It's a joke. Honestly, I feel embarrassed even putting it at 3K, but that's what it is right now. And that's this basically just to get people to understand the value of this. I cannot emphasize it enough. Now is the time. Literally, now is the time. It doesn't matter. I saw a message. One guy said that he wants his wife to do it, but she's got 3 jobs. Okay, this is not something that's going to take 7 8 hours of your day, right? If you can put aside an hour, you can go through this whole course in literally less than 5 hours over a weekend. Okay, you can go through the whole course.
4.3.
There you go. It's
4.3 hours.
So
you
how
can
does
put
the
aside
4
half an hour a day, 1 hour a day, instead of watching Netflix, instead of doing silly stuff. Just, I know your wife must be really slammed with 3 jobs. I get it, but put away half an hour a day, even an hour a day, maybe on the weekends. Okay. The beauty about this is as passive income as you can actually get, because once, especially if you go through the client acquisition route, once you get a winning ad for that client, it's literally a couple, 2 3 hours a month maintaining it. And that client's paying you anywhere from 2K all the way up to over 6 figures a month. You're literally, it's nothing.
So
The time is nothing. That's the beauty here. You're winning your time back.
yeah, you are, because once you get them up and running, you read every day at midnight or whatever time you tell it. Midnight is what's recommended. It resets. You set parameters of the budget with objectives, who you send it to, etc. And then every morning when you wake up, you have 2 apps with notifications, just like Facebook. You look on it and you're like, good. My numbers, my costs are where, in the range that I need them to be. Something goes awry, guess what? There's stuff in the program that tells you what to do then, right? Like it prevents wasted ad spend and wasted time. But most of the time, when it works, it works. It works so well that you have an on-off switch that you can turn it off until you get caught up, and then you just turn it back on. And it's all done through an app on your mobile device.
Yep.
So the front end, and that's what passive income is. I put in work here, and it pays me for the long term. Front end work, long term results on the same labor. Whereas affiliate marketing is very active earning. It is a one-time commission and once that's done, you're done. On to the next. Where this is a whole new ball game, right? You program it, you get the result you want, you let it run until they can't take anymore, you pause it. When they say, okay, I'm caught up, let me have some more, you unpause it and you watch it run. And then you just let them pay you from their profits. Right?
I mean,
it's a good time, guys.
Or you can do lead gen. Or you know what? The best part, I'm probably sure I mentioned this. Like, let's say you have a dentist, right? You're running ads for in Fort Lauderdale, and you get that winning ad for that dentist, and he's over the moon. God, he's making all this. He's getting all these leads, all targeted, making money. Guess what? That same ad is going to work for a dentist in Westchester County, in New York, in Indianapolis, in Austin, Texas, in San Diego. Now all of a sudden, you can access however many dentists you want. Say, hey, check this out, guys. This is what I've got, what I'm providing for this particular dentist. There's not going to be competition, obviously, because they're in whole different states. Exactly. Copy and paste. Literally, that's what you have to do. That's how easy it is.
Because there is a common thread between buyers of whatever industry it is, right? There's commonalities among them, which is why I'm also taking on DR Horton for contractor leads, I set my sights really big. I don't like the small guys. I like to take the big guys out, as you can tell. But anyways, buyers for whatever niche or whatever industry, whatever you want to call it, they all have a pattern of behaviors. They all have common things about them. And if you can do it one time, you can replicate it. And if you pick a big guy that's in a lot of places, his buyers are consistent, right? They just have different locations, but they all have the same habits because that's the art of marketing, right? Like that's we're talking to our avatar. We build buyers, not imaginary characters, but we're we like to do better. We do. So,
Hey,
but
my phone's going dead. I'm gonna have to say bye to everybody, but it is absolute pleasure working with you. If we haven't worked with you, we would love to work with you, show you how we do what we do. And I mean, you've got the craziest team, hands down, second to none. And Rick
I feel
Chebrika.
like I'm pretty sane, but whatever.
But anyways, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna go dunk my head in the water and take it easy.
Margaritas. All right, so somebody asked on here for one question. We're going to open up question and answers because I could talk about this for 8 hours.
Q&A, guys. Anyone?
Is there waiting on the other program to work? Okay, well, here's the reality of that. Time is money, right? You could either spend time wasting pretending that you're going to make money, or you could actually make money, and those are the conversations that I would have. Right? Do you want to make money, or do you want to pretend to try to make money? Okay, that's a difference. And if this is somebody who wants the longevity of application, they're not our people, because we're people who apply and get results in a maximum amount of time with a predictable success rate. That's the difference between AdLabs, a practical skill set, versus theory based, pay me money to be free advertising and try to make sales. Good luck. That's not who we are. That's not what we want. That's not what we do. So those may not be our people, right? And that's okay. We're not for everybody, because we want people who want to make money, not people who want to be here for a good time and to have their feelings get hugged through the online. Call your mom if you want to hug, right? We want to make money. We want results. We want success. That's how we roll. That's what I would say to those people.
That's exactly right. 100%. I saw a question. Any questions, guys? Put them in now. I did see a question. Can you use this for an Etsy? Etsy store?
Yes.
Look, you can.
Please.
100%. You can do that. You can even do it for Amazon. I mean, we'll show you how to even expand on that. There's many ways you can integrate that into your own e-commerce store, into a Shopify store. We'll show you how to target ads to hit those particular that targeted audience for you. Definitely.
I will show you how to market your affiliate products and make money online without breaking Facebook rules too, if you want.
Yeah, exactly.
But that comes with coaching, and that's going to cost you $1,500 more on Saturday if you don't do it now. That is not free information.
So like I said, the plethora of options are ridiculous to make money with this. It's just insane. So and it's nothing like I've ever seen before, or even I mean I wish this was around 4 years ago. I mean I really wish I did, but better late than never. So I've had an Etsy store for a long time. Would love to scale it. Yeah, most definitely can scale it. I mean Etsy is great, but you can make it 10 times greater with targeted advertising. 100%. Even if you've got, even if you got Amazon, you've got Amazon store, eBay store, whatever. Well, you can integrate that. There's so many ways to actually to do that. I mean, one of the ways I've found the best is to actually transfer it to a Shopify store, because Shopify's got an integration with Etsy. You can completely put that all in a Shopify store, and once you've got that done, I mean, Rick is a pro at Shopify. I mean, the guy does it for fun, just because he's bored. He'll take a Shopify store to 6 figures in 6 weeks. Literally, he's done it just in the past few months, time and time again. And yeah, this is what we're going to be showing you how to do as well. So most definitely, e-com, lead gen, client acquisition, whichever way you want to go, we will show you how to go about doing it effectively. So, any more questions, guys?
Amanda, Amanda had to step away. So, did we have any questions?
Any more questions before we get off? I know we've been going for. Can you share a store of them, please? I'm in the process of designing, so we could really use the information. If you want to DM Rick, we'll see if he will. I mean, I know he kind of really wants. He doesn't really divulge information coherently, but send a message, and I'm sure he'll give you a hell of a lot of tips at least.
I mean,
So, but he's got multiple.
he's done a Shopify store to where 6 minutes later it was making money. So
Literally 6 minutes from hitting the start ad button. 6 minutes, he's getting sales. So definitely message Rick if Shopify is the way you want to go, or e-com. Most definitely, we can help you with that. And let's see, you're most welcome. Most welcome. Really use the inspiration. Look, like I said, it's there for the taking. It's not rocket science. You want to do Shopify, you want to do e-com, we can help you. But again, there's a plethora of ways to make money with this, and we show you that too. So, don't be afraid to open your mind up to change, because you may find that the way we show you, the way we feel is the easiest way to make money is going to really. You're probably thinking, well, God, why the heck was I thinking of doing that? This is way easier. I'm making 10 times more as well. Literally,
I mean,
you could be making
it's
20K in no time.
I can't
That's
stress
consistent.
this enough. I've invested probably about $15,000 into my business, affiliate marketing business. Okay. And I can tell you that Zach Crawford's program, I can tell you Jonathan Montoya's program, all while they teach you something very well, it took me forever to get it. It took me forever to take and get through those courses, because there were hours upon hours upon hours of video after video after video. And the thing about it is that Rick's program is 258 minutes, 2 minutes here, 4 minutes there, 5 minutes there, the longest video being 17 minutes. If you can't focus on 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 6 minute, 8 minute, 10 minute, 17-minute videos, well, we got to work with you a little bit. But it is so easy to go back and reference this stuff because it's so short. It's straight to the point. There's no added conversation that is like, why is he taking and teaching me this? I thought we were doing this. It's nothing like that. Trust me, I've been there and I've done that.
I keep getting violations on my ads. Don't worry, we know. Look, this is not, again, you know what, one thing I want to mention, I know some of you have taken other Facebook ad courses where they tell you to stockpile Facebook accounts, yada, yada. So nothing like that. We're not expecting you to lose your account or get suspensions or anything like that. There's a reason why you're getting violations. And that's another thing with AdLabs. We tell you what not to do. And if there's any changes coming out in the future, we're told way in advance of anyone else, because of the fact that Rick is so in with Facebook. He gets told what's coming up for changes. We will obviously inform you of that as well. So you will not have any. What's that?
I don't know who made that. I don't know who made that comment. Start a Shopify
Jocelyn. She said, I keep getting violations on my ads. Well, that's it. It's well, if you've been through the court, I mean, you should just hit us up, because there's the reason why you're getting the violations. And obviously we'll be able to explain exactly why. Just tell us what error
you guys that are paid, that are in the group, you can ask that question in the private group. Rick watches that. You can ask that question, and he will get to it when he has time. You have to understand, he runs like 12 businesses at the same time. So put the question in somebody else.
Just take a screenshot. Take a screenshot and put it in the private group, and we'll have a look at that. Because you should not be getting any sort of violations at all.
I figured it was
and obviously it's obviously dependent on what you're actually promoting. Melissa said the Shopify comment.
Yes, so that was a good point that Melissa made, and that was start a Shopify and practice your ads, until you feel comfortable with it. Win-win, yes, because you're going to make money both ways.
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, Shopify it's so easy. It's just drag and drop. But again, there are certain apps that we recommend to use. There are certain strategies which work better than others, and again, we'll show you exactly how to go about setting up your store properly. Depending on the niche, colors and schemes like that. It could vary depending on what you want it to, what your goals are. But yeah, we'll going in head first. Open a Shopify store, get the products in, make sure your margins are there, and run the ads, and we're there to help you as well. Like I said, the support is the most important aspect of this because that's where we want you to succeed. We don't want to see you struggle or not get conversions at all. The whole point of this is to be able to take your business, whatever that may be, and to just flourish. That's the goal here.
I mean, people
So
are out there making money with it, and they're not doing half as good as what Rick can teach you.
no,
I've
literally.
seen it ever since this came about. I've been paying attention to Facebook ads and sponsored ads and stuff like that. And Rick has even posted in the group saying he liked a particular ad that he saw on Facebook, and he posted it in the group. That's him telling you, this is what I want you to make. This is how I want you to make it. This is how I want you to think. This is Rick communicating with you, telling you this is what needs to be done for you to be successful. I mean, you got a guy who's, like I said, $100 million in revenue. I think the guy knows what he's talking about. And if he says to do something, I mean, he says jump, I say how high, sir. It's just that simple. But
Let's see, any more questions, guys? Sorry, it's like almost midnight over here.
Yeah. It's time for me to get back to my pina colada.
Well, if any of you are watching the replay, just put hashtag replay, put your question in. But again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. I know it's gone a bit longer than I anticipated. But put your questions in. If you're ready to get started, type in me below. Again, the price is going up this weekend. So if you come in before that, everything's included. So just don't say that you haven't been warned. But other than that, put your questions in. We're here to help.